Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So excited today because we're going on with the letter L, and I'm partially biased, but we're doing Lunar Beauty. And I will say, from a what do you want to call an influencer brand, their products are almost always spot on. I mean, I can't think of anything that's just eh. You know what I mean? Maybe not the color stories for me, that sort of stuff, but quality is pretty darn good. Just saying. So, what I done was picked my two favorite things from Winter Beauty. And let's go over what's on the face. So, for foundation, I am wearing Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I'm almost empty. So, exciting. For concealer, Natasha Denona, I set the T-zone with the By Terry powder. The rest of the face I set with Lawless in light. For bronzer, I am wearing the the Armani Luminous Silk in 100. So far, so good. I mean, it just looks very natural on my skin tone. And the size of this thing, whew, size of that is huge. And the packaging's pretty, and it feels legit. Like, it feels like money, you know. So I don't feel so bad now spending that price tag. For blush, Lunar Beauty. So I was going to use the Lunar Beauty translucent for under my eyes because that's in my top three with powders. But I wasn't thinking what brand I was doing until I, got this all done. So here we are. But I decided to pull the Nude Prism blush palette out as one of my favorite things from them. And I think this is just my favorite because you can mix and match, and you got a peachy, but if you want a little more orange, you can get, tap a little bit into this. A little more pink, tap into that. Or you got this pink Prince shade, which is really cute mixed together, or that in the Beauty Tea color. It's just great. No matter how you mix and match this, every color is beautiful. Today I am wearing pink Prince on my cheek, and I really do like it. It's I wish I would have mixed, but I wanted to try to, show it true to color, so we didn't. For highlighter, I am wearing the Natasha Denona in, I believe it's the O2 shade. Let me make sure. Yeah, O2 medium is my highlighter for today. And then for my palette, I love all of his palettes. Some may not be my color story, but quality wise, I pretty much love them all. But my favorite palette, is the Nude Prism. And I think it's my favorite just because you can go pinky, you can go peachy, and it's basically nude. Now, Natasha's I Need a Nude. Yeah, right here too. So, I don't, if this is less expensive than that one. So, I would say if you're wondering if that's a color story for you, maybe go for this one. And you may not even need that one, to be fair. But, if you're a color person, that is, like you love bright colors and new natural colors aren't your thing, this might be one to gravitate to because, oh my goodness, that middle, like, it gives you everything you need for a basic look. Now, if you're not a basic person, I would suggest the Eclipse palette. That's kind of like a neutral with a twist. Or I'm trying to think. I like the Strawberry Moon palette personally. It's different. There's just so many. I mean, then you have the Book of Shadows 1 and 2. One is better than 2, but still. And I like this brand because they do take customer feedback seriously. So that's a plus. But let's get started into this because So easy. Okay. So basically, you can go column to column to column to create a look. You can jump all over the place. It's up to you. This is an all-in-one palette for me, but what I'm going to do is do a very easy look. It's my favorite look to do from this palette this year. And we're going to go into vibes first. I would say that my two favorite shades is Sam and Laura. Those are my two favorite. And like, there's not a look that I have created using this palette that I did not like. Not one. And I'm not always about the peachy tones. I'm not. Or coppers or golds or anything. But there's not one look that I have created the entire time using this palette that I didn't like. That's number one. Number two, this is probably my most used palette from this brand. If you can hear my dog barking, I am so sorry. So sorry. I'm wearing the Cream Tart Fake Awake liner in my waterline. My lip line, I lined my lips using Julia by Natasha Denona. And then I use the Give Love Spark the Fire for my lips. That's a balm. But I really like to line my lips and then put that on because it makes them look really plump, but yet the lip line itself gives the definition in my lip, you know? We're going to go into Bloom for You. And I'm not playing when I tell you how quick you can create a look using this palette. No fuss, no muss. The colors blend beautifully into one another. They build. You can go in with a light hand and get a wash of color. Like, sky's the limit with this palette. Again, basic looks though. Oh, I have a bunch of kids here today, so I kind of chose this brand due to that fact, and I knew how quick I could create a look and not have to be secluded from the children because, well, I don't trust that they won't get into trouble because they're children. Even though they're older children, they're still children. We're going to take that Bloom for You and run it under the lower lash line. So if you do hear screaming, yelling, that's why. I have a house full of kids. Fun times, fun times. Alrighty. And then we're going to take the shade Sam. Sam is my favorite out of this palette, just so you know. Then Laura. And then probably So Icy. Because I need So Icy for an inner corner. Like, it's just something I have to have, you know? But we're going to take Sam, which is this shade right here. Pick it up, and we're going to put it on the lid. There's no fallout with this palette. You do not have to spray it. You could if you wanted to, but you don't have to. You can easily just use your finger. I mean, whatever your method is, this palette will give it to you. Oh gosh, look at that color. There's times where I just sit here, sometimes I'm like, yes, yes. But again, this palette does not surprise me. So there's that. Like lately, some palettes have really been surprising me. And this one doesn't surprise me because I already know what it's going to do for me, you know? But it doesn't disappoint me either. We're going to go into So Icy. And we are going to put that in the inner corner. Woo. Oh yeah, we went a little heavy-handed there. Let's get that to maybe blend out a little bit. Just a little. There we go. Yes. Okay. If not, I was going to have to go in a little bit more intense. So you can see how intense it can be easily, or how well it blends out and just gives something. It has a nice size mirror on it. Packaging, beautiful. I mean, hello, gorgeous. In a fun aesthetic way. Gorgeous in a fun aesthetic way. For mascara, I'm going to go in with the YSL Lash Clash in brown. And I'm sorry, like, this look looks like it took me, well, my regular amount of time to put together. But it really don't. It just is flawless the way that they blend and work with each other. And again, you can go definitely more dark because the shades go light to dark for sure. And a nice gradient effect. And you don't have to go by column. I do prefer it because it just makes it easier, and I'm not a makeup artist. I just love makeup. But I will say the brand makes it easy to use. The quality is there. And the palette is still available. Win-win. Because I have found in a lot of these situations going back, these palettes are no longer available for you. And that sucks. Because I started thinking the other day, if I got rid of palettes, right? The palettes that are no longer available, I'd almost bet you I would lose half my collection. Easily. With whether they're not available or they were just collabs or they were just whatever. Like, you just can't get them no more. I know I would lose over half of my collection. And that is craziness there to me. And I understand in reformulating and stuff. But you don't, I mean, I don't know. It's one thing to get rid of a palette due to formulation issues or getting a better formula. It's another just to have a limited edition palette. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and that is the final look using Lunar Beauty in the Nude Prism collection that he had launched. I think that this might actually be my favorite collection that the brand launched too, to be fair. Just because it all just went so beautifully together. And it's really just a perfect collection. Do I expect less? Not really, not from this brand. I'll be honest. And I am intrigued every time that this brand does come out with something. And I get it. And sometimes the color story's not for me, and that is perfectly fine. That does not take away from the fact that it is still a really good collection. So, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. Highly suggest checking out this brand. And if you find a color story that resonates with you, don't hesitate. You won't regret it. You really won't. And you'll enjoy it, and you'll get all the use out of it. That I can guarantee. Whether it's the blushes, whether it's highlighters, whether it's eyeshadows, whether it's the lip products, you'll enjoy it. But that is all I have for you today. If you have any, let me know your favorite Lunar Beauty product. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. Unless there's a new launch or I just feel like filming. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.